Hello all, and welcome to another caffeinated entertainment video, and welcome to the book review for The Serpent Under by Bonnie Macbird, her 6th Sherlock Holmes adventure novel. And this is a pipe of a problem, a one-pipe problem. Don't worry, this is a licorice pipe. They are very good, I love them. This book was given to me by St. Martin's Press for full review, so I appreciate their review. I appreciate them giving me a review copy. Now let's dive into it. Bonnie Macbird gets Dr. John Watson and Sherlock Holmes like few authors currently do. The only one that I would say plays a little bit better than Bonnie Macbird might be Laurie R. King, in the sense of she adds a new character to it. Bonnie Macbird uses the same dynamic duo that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle uses and puts them in hammering positions. I love that she broke the book up into parts. She didn't do that for all of her books. I read most of them except The Devil's Due. I somehow skipped over that, but we're going to rectify that this month and also review that this month at some point, probably near the end of the month. But it's very good. It's very hammering, and the tension in the case is that of which is befitting Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. It is a very, very fun case. It is a very intriguing case and perplexing case. It is also, however, very artfully done by Bonnie Macbird. This may be, other than The Art of Blood, the first book in her Sherlock Holmes adventure series, this may be my favorite of her novels, because of the intensity, because of the struggle for the time period, and the need of, we don't know who did it. Of course, we find out who did it by the end of the book, duh. But for the longest period of time, we don't know who did the horrific murder, and we don't know. There's many suspects, and it's a layer of an onion that she peels back very, very slowly. She being Bonnie Macbird. I'm not going to play the Holmesian tradition and say that Dr. Watson wrote it, even though it is, of course, told from the traditional narrative perspective of written by Dr. John Watson. It is a very fun read. It is a very I could see this being a Conan Doyle canon novel. It's written in the angst of a Sign of Four kind of novel. Although, of course, it doesn't have four. But it's written in that angsty high-pressureness. It's not out in the country. It's got royal ties and national secrecy and national security being its impetus for bringing in Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. It is a great, great, great read. I loved it a lot. It's very fun. It's very much a good read. And I think most fans of Conan Doyle Sherlock Holmes, there's not a lot of pastiche I read, but Bonnie Macbird is an autobiographer for me when she writes this kind of book, because she is so good at what she does and how she does it. Because I feel she gets Conan Doyle's style of writing better than most. You could argue that House of Silk by Anthony Horowitz had the same augmentation to it, but without adding an extra character like Laurie R. King, Bonnie Macbird is a master classman at writing Sherlock Holmes novels, and she doesn't she's written 6: Art of Blood, Unquiet Spirits, Devil's Due, 3 Locks, What Child Is This, and now The Serpent Under. She doesn't saturate the market with these books by writing them every year. She waits like 1 to 2 years to write the next one, but I can't wait for the next one, and I hope she keeps going and going and going, because they are just fun. They bring me back to that Conan Doyle-esque. I can literally see a cobblestone 221B Baker Street, and I can see the cobblestone in London, and needing the horse-drawn cabbie, and needing to solve things by your own deductive methods, and Holmes's deductive methods. And we're so used to nowadays information being delivered at lightning speed, being able to find out anything on powerful computers just in our pocket. But instead, in this era, it takes brains, wit, and witticism to do what needs to be done. It takes intelligence. It takes everything that Sherlock Holmes is to get what we need done. It's a fun read. It's enjoyable. I would give it because it's intentionally slow for a reason, because she's unraveling the onion. I would give it, on my own scale, a read it, own it, love it. I would give it on the GoodReads scale a loose 4. Well, if I was rating it for myself, it would be a 5 out of 5. And I think it is a 5 out of 5 book. I really do. It's not perfect. The slowness could hinder somebody from getting into it a little bit, but it is one of the best Sherlock Holmes written adventures we've gotten since the death of Conan Doyle in a very, very, very long time. So it's a 5 out of 5 on the GoodReads scale. It's a read it, own it, love it on my scale. Leave in the comments down below what other pastiche that you may like, and we can build a list of pastiches that may actually be somewhat good for people to read when they want to read that Sherlock Holmes itch. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, the game is afoot. And peace.